A city on edge. Months after the events of the first film, New York reels from sightings of a mysterious winged creature. News channels call it the living vampire, sparking fear and conspiracy theories. Michael Morbius hides in abandoned parts of the city, struggling with the guilt of Milo's death. He survives by hunting criminals at night, becoming a whispered legend. The serum that once kept him stable begins to fail. He realizes a hunger is evolving, becoming something far more dangerous. A new doctor in town. FBI agent Simon Stroud recruits hematologist Dr. Lena Kravitz to study Morbius' condition. Lena discovers patterns in Morbius' attacks that hint he's trying to remain moral. She becomes fascinated by the science behind his mutations. Stroud refuses to believe Morbius has limits and launches a citywide manhunt. Lena warns that pushing Morbius may trigger violent evolution. Stroud doesn't care. He wants a vampire caught. Echoes of Milo. Morbius begins hallucinating Milo, who taunts him about their shared curse. These visions grow stronger as Morbius' condition worsens. When he loses control and nearly kills an innocent man, he panics. He retreats to an underground lab he has built beneath the city. Morbius begins searching for a new cure, but each attempt fails. He fears he is becoming the monster everyone believes he is. The Bloodstorm mutation. Lena's research reveals Morbius is undergoing a mutation called Bloodstorm. It increases strength and speed but destroys rationality. Morbius notices new abilities, sonic pulses, rapid regeneration, and a predatory sixth sense. But each power comes with a price, worsening hunger. Lena secretly sends a message asking to meet him safely. Morbius decides to trust her cautiously, a dangerous alliance. Morbius and Lena meet in the abandoned subway tunnels. She offers help, explaining that isolation will only accelerate the mutation. Morbius reluctantly agrees to let her analyze his blood. As they work together, she begins understanding the man inside the monster. She discovers that if Bloodstorm completes, Morbius will lose himself permanently. Their race against time begins. The arrival of Blood Rose. A new villain emerges. Blood Rose, a brutal enforcer turned supernatural assassin. Stroud hires him secretly to eliminate Morbius off the books. Blood Rose injects himself with an experimental serum from stolen Oscorp research. The mutation grants him monstrous strength and flame-charged claws. He vows to hunt Morbius like prey. His arrival shifts the movie into darker, more violent territory. The hunt begins. Blood Rose tracks Morbius with terrifying accuracy. Their first encounter destroys an entire shipping yard. Morbius barely escapes, severely injured. Lena stitches his wounds, shaken by Blood Rose's brutality. She realizes Blood Rose's mutation is unstable and explosive. Morbius decides he must stop him before innocent people die. The Vulture's proposition. Adrian Toombs' Vulture appears again, approaching Morbius with a proposition. He warns that Blood Rose is tied to people who want to experiment on all enhanced beings. He suggests that a team is forming to deal with threats like this. Morbius refuses. He doesn't trust villains. Toombs leaves but promises they'll cross paths again. A future Sinister Six thread is quietly planted. A cure in the shadows. Lena discovers a potential treatment that may halt Morbius' mutation. But the key ingredient is found only in a classified Oscorp facility. Breaking it means risking everything. Morbius and Lena infiltrate the lab during a storm. Security systems reveal experiments on mutated test subjects resembling Morbius. Morbius destroys the facility in fury. Blood Rose strikes back. Blood Rose ambushes them upon escape. The battle rips to the city rooftops, lit by lightning. Lena nearly falls to her death, but Morbius saves her. Blood Rose reveals he knows about Morbius' mutation and wants it to spread. His serum requires Morbius' blood to stabilize and mass-produce. Morbius realizes he's being hunted not to be killed, but harvested. The beast within. Morbius begins losing hours of memory as Bloodstorm grows stronger. He wakes up to find criminal bodies torn apart. He can't tell if he killed them. Lena urges him to let her contain him until the cure is ready. Morbius refuses, fearing he might kill her if locked up. He flees into the night, terrified of himself. The line between hero and monster blurs. Stroud's mistake. Agent Stroud finally locates Morbius and launches an assault team, but Blood Rose arrives first, slaughtering agents effortlessly. Stroud realizes he's unleashed something he cannot control. He is forced to team up with Morbius for survival. Morbius saves Stroud in battle, shocking him. Stroud begins to question whether Morbius is truly the enemy. Lena's kidnapping. Blood Rose kidnaps Lena, believing she holds a key to stabilizing his mutation. He tortures her for information about the cure. Lena refuses to help, knowing the serum would unleash chaos. Morbius follows Blood Rose's trail, using his heightened senses. The final mutation stage begins within him. If he transforms fully, there will be no coming back. The Bloodstorm awakens. Morbius reaches Blood Rose's hideout, an abandoned chemical plant. His mutation spikes, giving him monstrous strength and shadow-like wings. While he fights through Blood Rose's enhanced soldiers, he starts losing his humanity. Milo's voice in his mind urges him to embrace the monster. Morbius battles himself as much as the enemy. He crashes into final confrontation with Blood Rose. The final duel. Blood Rose unleashes his full fire and mutation, turning the plant into a battleground of flames. Morbius' Bloodstorm form awakens completely, making him animalistic and unstoppable. The two monsters clash violently, destroying the building floor by floor. Lena escapes her restraints as explosions ignite the facility. She sees Morbius beating Blood Rose savagely, nearly killing him. She screams his name, pulling him back from the brink. A hero's choice. Morbius chooses not to kill Blood Rose, injecting him with Lena's unstable serum instead. Blood Rose's mutation collapses, turning him into ash as the formula backfires. The explosion engulfs the plant, and Morbius carries Lena out seconds before collapse. The city sees Morbius saving lives, not taking them. Stroud calls off the manhunt in silence. He knows the truth, but won't say it publicly. The cure's price. Lena completes the cure, but it comes with a devastating cost. It will halt Morbius' mutation, but also remove most of his powers. Morbius hesitates. Without powers, he cannot protect anyone. He looks at the destruction caused by Blood Rose and himself. He decides that being human again is a lesser evil. He takes the cure and collapses. A new beginning? Morbius awakens days later. His hunger is gone, and so are his wings, strength, and senses. He feels peace for the first time in years. But Lena warns him the cure may not be permanent. There are signs his cells are fighting it. He smiles sadly, saying maybe that's who I am now. A sinister offer. In a hidden warehouse, Adrian Toomes returns. He meets another figure in shadow, revealed to be Kraven the Hunter. Kraven says Morbius growing weaker makes him ripe for collection. Toomes replies, "We'll need him before the others arrive." They open a folder labeled S6 Initiative. The Sinister Six storyline, final shot, the return of the living vampire. Morbius stands on a rooftop at sunrise, feeling human again, fragile, mortal. Suddenly his eyes flicker red. The mutation still lurks inside. His fangs briefly appear in the reflection of a skyscraper. A single drop of blood falls from his lip. He whispers, "Not again." The screen cuts to black. Morbius will return. Officially ignites.